All right, let's get right into this. Now, I have a small idea which I think can do a decent content video, and hopefully it's a short video. I wanted to do a short video on purpose, but I just got this idea and I have not even thought about it, and I know it's a good idea. The idea is friends and enemies, and I love that. I love that idea, you know, to talk about friends and enemies. Okay, so first of all, what I want to say is I posted another video yesterday, after quite a little while of, again, me standing, with a reflection, me, and you see me, in the street, right? You see me in the reflection in the street, so you can kind of get an idea of what I look like, well, you know, and whatnot, due to the, you know, you see like a car going by or something, and then you kind of get an idea of, you know, and it's just a general street, and it's a good thing to show. Now, you might ask, so I don't know, I guess I don't get the same views anymore. I just don't get the same amount of views. A few months back, I was getting 2,000 views per one of those videos. So it was literally just me in a very short clip, just looking at myself in the reflection. I was getting over 2,000 views for that. I think the first time I just took my hair and I was sitting on a bench and the sunlight just hit in a way where like my hair color went super light, like parallel to blonde. And I put real Latin hair for that video title, and I got like 1.6 thousand views like right away. That's a lot of views, by the way, for like a really new channel that's not even advertised or marketed and whatnot, and and it's pretty good. Now, you know, in terms of what am I selling, or what is my value when I do that? Well, if I was getting that many views, now I'm only getting about 200. The last video I got about 250 views, 251 views or 253 views for it, which is not that much at all, especially compared to last time. But it's something, and for a channel, and I'll tell you, I've never told a single soul, not on any social media, not through text, not even in person or call. I've never told anyone what my YouTube channel is. Nobody knows what my YouTube channel is. My YouTube channel, the only real advertisement I haven't gotten any advertisement at all, right? I started this channel with a unique name and everything. There was no way you could find me or search me up, okay? You literally had to, like, just by word of mouth. Like, you had to watch my videos from word of mouth and by chance. So for me to get 2,000 views per video, and only having 27 subscribers, that's pretty incredible, actually. So again, what is my value or selling point? Well, I feel like I mean, these clothes are not bad, actually. I mean, I'll talk about the outfit thing later. I've talked about it in the videos prior, but it's a bank robber thing, quite literally. This is kind of a nice little jacket, but I got this jacket, and this is a very fashionable jacket, by the way. And I got some, you know, and so fashion wise, the video is cool. Also, I mean, you don't really see people with this kind of color hair, these kind of features. The last time you saw somebody like that, it was Vlad Dracula. Okay, so that's a bit of a value and a selling point, and you know what? People don't really need to see a pretty boy or a pretty girl. They can see that all the time on ads and billboards and stuff. They don't really care about that. Okay. But it's cool to do that. It kind of gives people an idea of what the person is really like. It makes me think about David Beckham. I mean, when his career flattened out and he retired, they called him to MLS, which was North America Soccer. They gave him a contract, just hoping that he would bring a fan attention to their league and promote soccer in or European football. Promote soccer, European football in North America. So, and by the way, he was an underwear model for Calvin Klein. So, you know, it's kind of funny. I don't think he was the best player skill wise, but I think, you know, even if like really to compare with some soccer players, but I really think like I can compete with like really high level soccer players, man. If you're talking about like little league teams, like fourth league teams or whatnot, like, I mean, it would be an easy competition. The last thing they want is a guy like me who's so unknown to come onto the soccer field and be real professional guys and make them look bad. Okay, the last thing they want is for that to happen. So I don't think that would ever happen, not for a long time. I would probably have a private game with if I could find really good players and just show how much better I am, you know, compared to them. You know what I mean? But anyways, we'll leave that aside. Is there anything else I want to say? Well, that's it. That's all I gotta say. I mean, you see a guy. Maybe I'm selling on good looks. Maybe I'm selling on fashion. Maybe I'm selling on attitude. Maybe I'm selling on the type of person I am. But either way, it brings attention and appeal to the channel. Now, back to the original point. Yeah, the idea for this was friends and enemies, and what I can say, and people in the past, and what I can say about it. One thing I can say is that, first of all, any enemies that were shouting me out or getting attention, I think like I punked their shit. All right, like and I'll bring it to that level any day if you know if I have to. Just general snakes or people that were trying to be your friend or were just talking shit behind your back or whatnot or some bullshit. You know, I feel like I dealt with everybody. I kind of really made a point, and I did, you know, and I made a point to deal with my enemies and my so-called friends in the past, a bit extensively actually, and really that's it. I don't really. It's hard to. You know, anyways, in life is life, and we do what we do, and I don't even, there's nothing else to say about that. People, how about people from the past? Again, I dealt with some people from the past. I think I dealt with them effectively, and that's all good. What else can I talk? So it's funny. The next idea in my head, it's really funny. I want to clarify this because I posted a video and they cut it off and I couldn't put it in. All I want to say is that there's no FBI, and I've heard there's no FBI or CIA that is interested in me, and I'll explain why. First of all, I'm relatively unknown, especially on YouTube and all that, right? Number one. Number two, I did one bank robbery that I got charged for and that I did time for, okay? And it was a federal bank and everything, and it was federal charges. That's something that I dealt with right away with the local police. They arrested me. They took me to the police station. We had an interview and all that. They put me in the cell. They booked me. They sent me to the detention center, to the correctional facility, and I went to like jail. Sorry, correctional facility. I went to a jail, and I was in general population, by the way, all the time, that was something that the local police handled. They put it in the local newspaper that day or the day after, and that was it, right? So I'm not at that level where anyone is really interested in me in any way. And I will make this clear as well. I am not interested in becoming an undercover cop ever in my life. I do not want to be an undercover cop. I don't even want to be a uniform officer ever in my life. Okay, so that I want to make clear. CIA and FBI, you know, even if that was true, it would only be because somebody told some lies or somebody said stuff that wasn't true, and it got them interested in that. And that's it. You know, the type of guys that show up on their radar are guys that have robbed like 30 or, if we're talking about bank robbers, talking about guys that will rob like 40 to 50 banks, okay? Career bank guys who rob banks every other month, okay? They go to a new state, a new city, and whatnot. The FBI and the CIA only looks at the most notorious criminals and notorious people there is, okay? I am not one of those, okay? So funny how these ideas are working, and this is terrible. It's almost like I'm just getting the worst ideas. I'm getting good ideas, but in the worst order. Finally, we could talk about my bio, my channel bio, and I updated it, and it's there, and I don't even want to say anything about it. Okay, so my channel bio is there if you ever want to see. It's about like 3 sentences, maybe 20 words, and pretty much explains who I am right now and what I am. Yeah, that's pretty much, you know what, whenever it comes to, you know, there's a term called don't judge a book by its cover, and beauty is skin deep. You know, Floyd Mayweather is a very funny guy. You know, he actually commented on that, and he said that people who say that beauty is skin deep are ugly people. Okay, and that was very funny of him. Okay, typically think of anyone successful and think about how good looking they are. Okay, you don't think Elon Musk is a good looking guy? You don't think Donald Trump is good looking? You don't. George Bush was a good looking guy, both a father and son. Bill Clinton was a very handsome man. You know what I mean? When we're talking about successful or popular people, even athletes, Cristiano Ronaldo's a good looking guy. Lionel Messi is a good looking guy. The Brazilian Ronaldo was a good looking guy. Most successful people are very good looking. Okay, and now that I got into that, that's not the only. Yeah. First of all, don't judge a book by its cover is first of all, it's very ridiculous. Okay, because what you're trying to say is that the covers are shitty. If the cover is accurate and accurately depicts a book, you should be able to judge a book by its cover. Yeah, I will go there. I will go there. If somebody was going to write a very good book on, let's take the court system, you better have a really good picture of the court there to illustrate what the book is about. You should be able to judge a book by its cover. Okay, let me make that clear. For me, no matter who you are, you could be the best talent scout when it comes to sports. Doesn't matter who you are. You should be able to tell something about somebody just by looking at them. Just by looking at them, you can tell something about it. It's 100%. If you can't, that means your analyzation skills are just horrible. Because when you see somebody and you see them walk, you see how they stand, you see how they talk, you should be able to figure out what kind of person that is. You know, there's a lot of ugly, and I hate, and I'm not afraid of ugly people anymore. I used to always be afraid to comment on. I'm not afraid of you people anymore. I'm not afraid of ugly people or beautiful people. I'm not afraid of any of them, and I won't be intimidated by any of them. Okay, if you're ugly and you're jealous or you're upset that girls like a guy more, I'll think it's one thing if he's a pretty boy. I'll beat your ass, and I'll tell you that right now. So don't bring that energy towards me because you're gonna get backhanded. All right, and if you want to go behind my back. And you want to try to pick up a girl or try to talk shit to her about me, you know, get ready for the motherfucking game, man. Because if you're taking it to the game, they said don't hate the player, hate the game. If you want to take it to the game, let's take it to the game, man. And I'll beat you at the game, man. So shut your fucking ugly ass. I hate ugly people when they talk shit. They think because they're uglier, they can talk shit about people who look better. Well, fuck you, and I'm going to make you feel worse. If that's really what I need to do, I'll do it. I'll give you a backhand and put you in your place. You know, either get with the program or get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean? Get with it. Anyways, I don't need to say anything more. So finally to wrap that up, really, you should be able to analyze by looking at somebody. I think it's very obvious people analyze me. I do have a certain look to me. One thing about me, obviously, is that I look very young. I am actually in my 30s, right? But I look like a 21-year-old. Okay, I look between 20 and 22 years old. And since I was 20 years old, I've looked that old, and I still look that old. I have not aged. Okay, in over a decade, I have not aged at all. I used to think when I was a kid that I just looked youthful because I wasn't growing as much or something. And I thought when I get older, I look older. I still don't look old. I still look 20 to 22 years old. And that's authentically what I look like. Not people put on a lot of makeup. I've seen people put on 100 skin creams every day and night. Okay, I've seen that. I don't put on any skin cream. Okay, I don't even put soap on my face. I clean my face with nothing but water. Okay, all right. It's nothing but water is used. Okay, so I'm all natural, all natural. What else, guys? So yeah, you gotta be. If you can't judge someone by their cover, your analyzation game is horrible. And also, if you have 10 different people are good at analyzing and they all say the same thing about somebody, you should have somewhat of an idea about that. Now, I'm not trying to make it to the most wanted list of anything. Okay, that's why I didn't continue with the bank robbing, or else I would have just continued robbing banks. I'm not trying to become a most wanted guy or anything like that in the world. Okay. Finally, there's nothing else to say. It is what it is. Again, read my biopic, read the channel bio if you want to know a little bit more about me. I'm not going to talk about it on the video at all. And we'll wrap this up right here.